Hi, so we're back with another exciting episode of Blades. So I promised you guys that we were going to use this summer and for the next few weeks of this summer with checking out different blades in conjunction with my chute blocker that I made, right? It's the permanently closed because of nuts and bolts chute blocker mulch plate. So we've been trying different blades with this mulch plate to find out what's going to work best for people that don't want to invest $300-400 into a open closed door and also an actual mulch kit, which will come with special blades and comes with baffling. And what the baffling does, as I explained in previous videos, baffling is going to keep the grass that's on this side, and the grass that's on this side, on this side. That way, this one blade with the door isn't trying to mulch and disintegrate and make disappear all the grass that's underneath this deck. So this one does its 18 inches, and this one does its 18 inches. And there might be a little bit of grass along your chute blocker or along your mulch plate. That is why you would put baffling underneath your deck. If you don't put baffling underneath your deck, then you have all this airflow created, and the way the decks are designed, you're going to have a trail of clippings building up on the right side of your mower, on the opening of your mower. That's the way the decks are designed, to pull air in the deck and bring it down. That's why there's lift, like a ceiling fan spinning, and it's pushing the air down to the ground, and it's bringing the air in and down and then out the chute. And if the grass isn't going out the chute, then you're going to have the air pushing it against the door. That's just the way the decks are designed. They're all designed that way. It's not a flaw. It's just that mowers come with a side chute. And then we try to beat the system by putting chute blockers and mulch plates on. And so it's a whole lot of debris depending on your grass type and your frequency of cut. That's a whole lot of debris that you're trying to make disappear, and it's not necessarily designed to do that. So the baffling is an additional step that manufacturers or third-party companies will make for your particular mower. So look into them, because they work. But if you just don't want to spend that $400 or $500 in a mulch kit, I believe it's like $500 for my 36-inch, and probably more if you have a 48-inch with 3 blades, or a 52-inch with 3 blades and up. Probably even more than that. And of course, it's going to depend on brand too. Exmark's really proud of their product, so you don't find Exmark stuff really cheap. But so what we did is the first mowings that I did with my permanent mulch plate. Oh, and I have an announcement to make in this video. So the permanent plate that I did, I had the factory high lift blades, and that's got the big lift right here, and that creates a whole lot of wind, not a whole lot of mulching. It very quickly cuts the grass and moves the cut clipping out of the chute. Well, if you got the chute blocked, then it cuts the grass and very quickly moves big clippings to the chute, and you end up with a large trail of debris along your chute, your side chute, or your mulch plate for that matter, if you don't have baffling. Now, if you have baffling, you're not going to want to use these blades anyways because they're high lift blades. You don't want high lift under baffling. You really want very little lift, and that's why they give you a particular blade, and we'll get to that when you buy a mulch kit with baffling. So we took off the high lift blades and we went to the next available blade, which is what we filmed last week for quite a few lawns, and that is the Gator type. Now, I don't call these Gator blades because they're rotary copperhead blades. But they're Gator type blades. So people will buy your G5, G6 blades, G3, whatever blade, and they have a lot of luck with these blades. And I agree. These blades worked far better than the high lift blade having the chute blocker installed, the mulch plate installed on my deck. These were superior to these. but are they the best choice when it comes to your chute blocker being permanently installed or mulch plate? I don't think so, because these were doing an okay job, but still leaving a pretty decent amount of clippings up against the door. So that tells me that there's still a little bit too much wind with these, still a little bit too much lift. And that's a pretty aggressive lift. If you look at this right here, the blade tips, that's pretty aggressive. And then to mulch it, they have an edge on these that once it cuts, it gets shredded again and cuts to pieces even smaller. But they're still creating quite a bit of lift. That's pretty aggressive. And so that's a lot of lift, and it's making its way to the door. So I knew that these would work for a while, but I told you guys in the past, this is only going to work till maybe July. Somewhere in July, we're going to have to make a change. And I made that change. And so the next thing that we did, I'm taking these off. These are going to go to the wayside with the high lift blades. So I went ahead and I bought true mulch blades. Now when you buy a mulch kit, you're going to get a wavy blade. Probably regardless of the brand, you're going to get a wavy blade. You see how this has a multiple cut surface? You got your leading edge, and then you got your higher leading edge. So as this deck comes along, as this blade of mower blade introduces itself to your blade of grass, first it cuts it high, and then it cuts it low. So it chops your grass up twice before it even has a chance to come up and get caught up in your lift. And then these have a pretty good lift here. It's small, and it goes down. So, and then this also blocks some air, and it also is on an upward angle. So this really does take a lot of your lift out. There's really no lift in these. These are also called like a 3-in-1 blade. Now this is an 18-inch for the X mark. Its product number is 15-11241. All right, that's your copperhead rotary copperhead, and it replaces the X mark blade. 18-inch for your 36-inch cut. All right. This is basically your 3-in-1 blade. This is going to do okay for bagging. If you had this on like a 21-inch, you see these multi-layer wavy blades, if you will, at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, you buy them online. This is your mulch blade, but they call it 3-in-1. It's going to do an okay job for bagging, not great. High lift blades will do a far better job for bagging. It's going to do an okay job for discharging, whether it's side discharge or rear discharge, not great. High lift blades is going to be superior for bagging, side discharge, or rear discharge, because it's creating a lot of wind, and it's going to get those clippings out of your deck really, really fast. This is really superior for mulching. These blades are meant to mulch. That's the first thing that these blades are meant to do, and so that's why we're going to put it on my X mark with the mulch plate. So I expect these to do much better than these. I think these created more wind than I wanted, more lift than I needed, and put more clumps against the door than I like. Not that big of a deal. I did a video right here that says, hey, if you can live with what you see me doing, then you can save $300 to $500 and just go ahead and get these blades. Now, the next step is, will this make it even easier for you to live with? And that's what we're going to find out. So we're going to go ahead and put these on today and get my mower ready. I'm going to get my edger ready. I'm going to do everything off camera. It's Sunday right now, but we're going to get everything ready to go. And this week and next week, we're going to be mowing with the wavy blade, with the true mulch blade. This isn't the brand you get if you order a X-Mark mulch kit. You'll get the X-Mark blade. Now this says it replaces 103-6392. That's what this replaces. So if you got a mulch kit, you probably have blades 103-6392. Unless that is the high lift blade and it's saying that you can replace the high lift with this. I'm not sure. But for those of you that have an X-Mark 36-inch and you're looking to change your blades out, I'll link to these in my video description below. and you can check them out. I'll also link to these Gator style rotary copperheads. I believe I already linked to them once. I'll try to do it again. So you can check these out as well if you want. They're stamped right on here, 11241. That's your product number for these right here. These rotary copperheads is 11267. All right, and then I don't know if it's 15 dash. It probably is. I don't know. And I can't see what these X marks are. I don't think the X mark says 103-6402. Okay, so 6402 is your X mark high lift blade. So this saying 103-6392, I assume this is replacing the Mulch kit blade that you would spend about $400 or $500 on with the baffling and your door and the blades. All right, so we did a door for free. Again, I'll link to that up here, show you guys how to make a door for free. And now we're gonna put these blades on at 18 bucks a piece. And I bought these at Andy's. So you might not have an Andy's by you, so I'll link to them in the video description below, or at least I'll try to. So we'll put these on and we're good to go. Now, got an announcement. I went ahead and I made the decision, I pulled the trigger, and I ordered yesterday my grass door, my manual grass door. Lots of options out there, guys. Lots and lots and lots of options. And I made the decision to go with the company from GrassFlap, grassflap.com. Not endorsed, not sponsored, not given it, not discounted. I ordered it yesterday, and they don't know it yet until they see this video if they watch my video. So it's going to be an honest assessment of that GrassFlap when I get it. I'm curious to see how long it's going to take for me to get it. The install looks pretty easy, and the reason why I went with the GrassFlap company is because I don't like that bar from the handle all the way down, sticking out and going to that mechanism. I just don't like that. But also, I'm not thrilled about the foot pedal situation because I don't have a two-wheel Velke to ride around on because I just don't need one right now. It takes me 6 to 8 minutes to mow a lawn, and I do 2 or 3 a day. So to invest $400 or $500 in the two-wheel sulky or Velke that I would get, I just don't see that right now. It just doesn't make financial sense to me. I'm not sore, I'm not hurt, I'm not overdoing it. It's not too much. I enjoy mowing, I enjoy walking, I enjoy being on my feet. I enjoy all that. So right now, I'm okay. I'm taking my time, I'm not in a rush. I'm probably gonna get one, only because it will make sense once I have it to say, okay, I got it. Now, these corner lots that I do, I can, go put my Velke on and go do those corner lots all together in one day and really reduce my walking. Yeah, you're gonna also get done faster, mowing faster with a Velke than walking. I know all that, but I'm not in a rush, and this is a side hustle. So there's differences between you and me. But I did get the GrassFlap, and it should be shipping out to me in the next day or two. And when we do it, we'll break it all down for you. I'll show you guys how to install it. I am thinking about making a modification from the foot pedal and getting a longer cable from a bike shop and running a cable up with a brake lever. And the brake lever would lock. Like a 3-wheel bicycle, how you can squeeze the brake and then lock it, let go, and it would stay locked. I'm thinking about that to where I can have the GrassFlap closed completely and then squeeze your brake lever and open it and lock it halfway. So that's what I'm thinking, because I don't like that these are fully closed and fully wide open, because you might want to let some clippings out, but not have it shooting 50 miles across your yard. But hopefully that won't happen, because we're going to be using low lift mulch blades anyway. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll probably just install it as normal and take it from there, so that way we could do a good product review and demonstration. And I believe the reason why I went the way I went with the blade order that I went was these were sitting right beside these at Andy's, and when they said, do you want the wavy or do you want the Gator style, I said, give me the Gator style, because I believe that this is going to be the best setup for the grass flap or whatever brand I went with, but for the manual open close mulch plate. Because this is going to make a lot less wind. It's going to chop the clippings up finer. So with the flap down 90% of the time, I think this is going to do a much better job through the really thick summer months, and then open the door only when I need to in a safe area to let clippings fly. And all that's going to do for the $300 that the grass flap cost me is maybe save me 4 trips back and forth on a lawn. That's about it. But if you do that times 2 or 3 yards, then that's 12 trips. That's almost reducing your mow time by an entire front yard. So will you make your money? I don't know. I don't know if you'll make your money back or not in efficiency. But I do believe a grass flap type door or mulch plate is imperative when it comes to large area mowers, because they just shoot stuff so darn far. And flower beds, streets, cleanup, all that really plays in effect. So we're gonna move on to these this week. I look forward to you guys helping me demo these and test them out and see what's up. It is Sunday, I got my boys. We're heading out for the day, and I'll be back. The next video you see will be with big boy here, the Punisher. You see the plate? We'll have the Punisher out, and we're gonna be punishing some yards. All right, thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys soon.